In this example, we'll take a look at page 44, number 4 in the textbook. It says Simpson drives his car with an average velocity of 48.0 kilometers per hour to the east. So I'm going to write this down. V average equals 48.0 kilometers per hour east. Next sentence. How long will it take him to drive 144 kilometers on a straight highway? So the distance that he's going, and then the next part of the sentence is how long will it take him to drive 144 kilometers on a straight highway? So we can write this down. Delta x equals 144 kilometers. And how long will it take him to drive? So they're asking us how much time will it take. So that's our unknown variable. And we're going to look at these variables again and decide what's the equation that shows how they all relate to each other. And then we can plug in the numbers and then solve for the variable that we don't know. So we know that V average equals the displacement over the time interval. And I'm going to do a little bit of rearranging here. So I'm going to do some algebra. I'm going to put V average over 1. And then I can cross multiply. So V average times T, delta x times 1. And now I get V average equals, V average times T equals delta x. And I'm trying to solve for delta t because I can see here this is my variable, my unknown. So I'm going to do one more algebra step. I'm going to divide both sides by V average. And that makes the V averages cancel out on the left. So what my equation looks like at this point is, I'll move up here, is delta t equals V average. Oops, I said that wrong. Delta t equals delta x over V average. So at this point we have an equation. We can plug in some numbers, the numbers that we know. Delta x is 144 kilometers. And I got that over here. And I'm going to plug in this number 48 kilometers per hour east. So 144 divided by 48 comes out to be a nice number of 3. And I'm going to write that as 3.0. I can even write that as 3.00. And the reason for that is because this number has 3 sig figs, 48.0. 144 has 3 sig figs. So I can have 3 sig figs in my final answer. Okay, now looking at what's going on with the units here, we have kilometers divided by kilometers per hour. And so the kilometers are going to cancel out, and the hours is going to be here. So if you want to understand these units a little bit more clearly, let's take a look at a little thing up here on the side. Kilometers divided by kilometers per hour. Now you might remember about dividing by fractions. Instead, you can multiply by the reciprocal of that fraction. So I can write this instead as times hours over kilometers. So all I did was get rid of it here and move it up to there, and flipping it over in the process. Now I can see that kilometers are going to cancel with kilometers, and that leaves just hours. One thing I should do last is put a box around my final answer. Always a good idea to make it stand out.